you be the gas, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be the fuse. Boom, and a baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise it better, cause you're the joker. Sit down, you are the chalk. I can be the blackboard, you can be the talk. Hey babe, even when the sky comes falling, babe, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. So put your pretty little hand in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe, even when it's do or die, we can do it.
Hey girls, so y'all, I have to update this darn odometer thing. Let me see, 48,307. Girl, y'all, I have barely put any miles on this darn car, truck, whatever you want to call it, old Bessie. So I have to update that because that's how I get my discounts with these companies like State Farm. And then y'all, I have got to figure out a way to remove these suction cup things that are on my car, on my windshield. Hold on, because I don't need these on here anymore, because I don't even use the mount, girl. And this is crazy. The suction cup will stay on your car, but let me let y'all see. Hold on. So it's like the suction cup will stay on here, but not the actual what's the name of that thing? Not the actual tripod. So anyway, I'm using this Goo Gone stuff to see if I can get it off. Let's see if we can just kind of, girl, how do this stuff work? All right, y'all. So, oh my God, I got the first one off, but baby, this other one is stuck. Girl, this shit, I don't know what the hell they use. It is strong. So I just gotta work on this one. Oh, it took forever. But anyway, oh Lord, okay. Y'all, let me get myself together. I'm gonna call you right back.
I can love you with my eyes closed. I don't lose sight of your beauty, cause your heart is fine gold, babe. I'ma take my time with your mind. Your ambition won't leave me alone. No. Tell me about your dreams, tell me everything. Don't nobody care about your heart. Girl, I'm down for you, just the way that you're.
Alright, y'all, I have a serious question, and I swear, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but can I ask a serious question? What is grown people food? I just need to understand what grown people food is. And the reason why I'm asking that is because, y'all, when I was growing up, we couldn't have ribs. And it wasn't that the ribs wasn't being ate. It was just that we couldn't have them because at the time they were grown people food. So yes, for those who are wondering, so your mama then would be just sitting down eating ribs in front of you? Yes. I did not have a rib until I was 18. And I'm just like, I hope and I pray that times have changed. I really do. Because to not have experienced the delicious, juicy goodness of a rib until you 18 years old, that's sad. But it was grown people food. Like, my mom used to buy fruit. And y'all, we couldn't have any of the fruit because she would be like, that's my diet fruit. And now that I'm older and I look back, I'm like, honestly, fruit is good for you, but it's not the healthiest thing if you're dieting because fruit has so much sugar. All right, y'all, so we're about to run some errands. Here's my outfit. Got this from ASOS. Y'all already know I got this from ASOS a couple of years ago, but I've never worn it. Super cute. So it just has the stripe on the side, kind of like a fitted, this is almost like a fitted jogger, but it's you know, tight all the way down to the ankle, super high-waisted, super crop top, really cute, kind of sexy, showing a little bit of cleavage. But anyway, girls, let me grab my purse. Y'all know the drill. I'll see y'all when I get in the car. Y'all, oh my gosh, this Houston weather is so weird. It was really warm outside this morning. Girl, I walk out and now it's kind of cool, but that's okay. I threw a jacket on. I was like, you know what? I am not about to put a whole new outfit on. I'm just not in the mood for it. So I'm just now leaving the post office. Y'all loved the sick and shut in sale, and I actually have I have a few more wigs, you know, like that I just didn't feel comfortable selling, you know, because I just have a standard of what I want to provide to you girls. One thing that I always think about when it comes to wigs is like how excited I was when I got my first wig, and how my first wig was from I think Eunice Hair or either Beauty Forever. But when I got the wig, it was more like an experience, right? It was packaged so pretty. They had given me, oh, it was Eunice Hair. So it was packaged so pretty. They had given me a robe, all of the accessories, and y'all, it was an experience. And so one thing that I try to take into consideration is like, someone out there is buying a wig for me for the first time, and it does not matter the age or whatever. And I think I say that because no matter how old we are, we all deserve to have a great experience, right? So when I sell my wigs, I always try to make sure that you're going to get an experience. You know, when I was selling them through the website, I used to always try to add like little, you know, just little gifts and little stuff like that. I don't do that anymore because the shipping is more, you know, it's more expensive now that, you know, you guys are going directly through me and not so much a website. But anyway, I take my time to wash the wigs and make them look beautiful because it is an experience. And then honestly, y'all, for me, like when I wash the wigs and I care for the wigs, that's therapeutic. You know, for me, it is therapy. You guys know that I love hair, all things beauty, hair, makeup, stuff like that or whatever. So it is therapeutic. But more importantly, it's the messages that I receive when you guys get your wigs, and I can feel the excitement through the emails and through the messages and comment section, and it makes me feel good, you know. And it's like I'm building trust, you know, guys. We're still growing, and I believe that this platform and my presence is going to make a huge difference, and things will blow up. But for me, along the way, what's so important to me is that I build trust, I build value, and I build integrity among you guys. And I want y'all to trust me. So when I'm coming down to the Bombshell Network and I'm bringing you guys different things, whether it's through a sponsorship or just something that I'm offering, I want y'all to trust me, you know. And I think, you know, the girls who have bought things from me, y'all know, you know, because, and that's another thing, everyone who's bought a wig from me, they are regular watchers. And y'all, the word gets out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at my platform and I'm like, okay, we got 16,577 bombshells. But guys, the word gets out. No matter how small you think your platform is, the people are talking, you know. And if you're not providing a great experience to people that are buying from you, or, you know, you're not delivering, or you're not honest in the things that you are giving, the word is going to get out. And, you know, the last thing that I want people to be like is, girl, she Rochelle the scammer, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be known as that or whatever. So yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much, and I'm kind of getting off track, but let me get back on track. So that's the reason why I didn't sell the other wigs that I have, because some of the wigs I tried to make adjustments on, and I kind of messed them up a little bit, and, you know, just things that I just felt like were not on the standard of what the Rochelle Chanel brand represents. And so yeah, but I do appreciate you guys for buying the sick and the shut in. I appreciate y'all so much, and yeah, so I'm very, very happy.
This world will matter. Slide. Maybe you a star. Strike. Oh, so now with you, everything goes. Come and put that on my soul. Tell me how if you on the way home. In this world, concrete flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she knows.
Y'all, I'm tired. Oh my gosh, I've been home for a while, but I've been doing stuff around the house. But girl, listen, what do y'all think about this whole white elephant and all of like Christmas exchange? Y'all, I stopped doing that whole Christmas exchange white elephant thing. Yeah, it's been years. You guys know I'm not like a really big like Christmas holiday type of girl anyway, and so I found myself participating in those things like years and years and years ago, but I always like felt like I got the short end of the stick. Like, you know, you give your, you know, they set a budget and it could be $50. Well, you go out and you buy the person whatever. Oh, Secret Santa, that's what it was. You buy the person whatever on the Secret Santa list, and then the person that will get you may not, you know, they may not do right when they purchase your gift or whatever. So I don't know. I just think I was over it, girl. It's been 1,000 years ago. I was just over it. So anyway, I thought like the one last time I had some coworkers and they were like trying to get me to participate, and I was like, no. And y'all, my no, like when I say no, you know, I know you guys think I'm like nice and sweet, but when I say no, my no is like cement when I'm really firm, you know, girl. So I was like, no. Anyway, they decide to go through with it. They do the exchange. They set a limit. Why did one of my friends get a foot massager, but when she opened the foot massager, it basically had a lot of paperwork in the foot massager, and the paperwork was basically confirming that someone was schizophrenic, girl. So basically it was a bunch of police reports and all types of stuff talking about the lady got arrested for terroristic threats, just all types of craziness or whatever. So basically, come to find out, the person that gave her the gift, that person's that paperwork belonged to that girl's mom. And I was like, that is why I don't partake in it, because it's kind of like a little come up for people. Like, people partaking in that stuff, they already, it's always a scheme that Todd set up to bring the bullshit back around to us. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I feel like a lot of people don't go into those gift exchanges with integrity. They go into it thinking like, oh, you know, I'm gonna give me something good, and I'm just gonna give. It don't even matter what name they pull. They just get you whatever they want to get you or whatever. And I don't like that. So yeah, girl. And then I've done white elephant before, and I think that's where like everybody just bring a gift, and then everybody pull a number. That person will get the gift, you know, and then, you know, it just kind of goes from there or whatever. I've done that before, and that was fun. I think for my white elephant, I bought a whole bunch of games like Monopoly, Operation, a whole bunch of board games. And I basically just put that in my bag. And, you know, that was my white elephant gift to somebody. And I think that year I ended up getting like, girl, some kind of old porcelain doll from a thrift store, girl. So, yeah. But that's about it. Are you guys taking the rest of the year off? What are you doing? For my girlies that are in the job market still looking for a job, I would just encourage you guys to keep looking. Like, don't let the holiday season be the reason why you're not looking, because companies could very well be looking to staff. I I know as far as I'm concerned, I feel a little bit tired, just kind of burnt out or whatever, as it relates to just like filming. I'm feeling a very complacent, but I'm still pushing myself to post or whatever. I think the one thing that I would love to overcome, that I'm really going to try to work hard on seriously for next year, is not overthinking the process, because I do overthink it. And I guess for me, I always want to create value, but I've talked to a lot of bombshells and ran into a lot of bombshells, and the thing that I hear from most of the girls is that they don't care. They just want me to show up. They like, we don't care, just post, we don't care. Now I love that, but sometimes, you do want to create value. You do want to, make sure like you're not gonna be just feeling disconnected from your audience. And sometimes when you feel complacent and you post, you do feel disconnected, because you feel like you're not, or I feel like I'm not bringing value or giving something. But I do have to realize, like, sometimes y'all just want to hang out. And I can be really honest and say, like, even when we went to Mexico, because I had to get that emergency dental work done, like those vlogs, they were okay as far as just after we got the dental situation done, the vlogs were pretty cool or whatever. But I think for me, I just enjoyed just coming down to the Bombshell headquarters or network and having on a bonnet and just kind of being myself or whatever. I think those were some of like the best times for me. Like, it was just cool to just get on camera with my bonnet on, with my nightgown on, and just be, I don't want it to be like that all the time, but I think those times where I've done that, those are cool. I think I probably come down here looking like this more than just looking really just casual, and it's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes that is kind of like freeing, if you will. It's relaxing, it's freeing, and it's low pressure, and then also lately I've just kind of found myself like not wanting to really talk as much, and that's not good. Like, I just don't always want to talk, and sometimes I just don't have anything to talk about, and so those times are really, really challenging, when you be like, damn, I don't have anything I want to talk about and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah. But to anybody out there who might have gotten laid off, or you're just kind of at a crossroad as far as where you want to go next in your journey, whether it's content creation and maybe your numbers aren't looking like they used to, or whatever it is, I just want you to know it's not over for you. That's something that I heard today, a girl saying, like, it's not over for you. Don't let people make you think it's over for you. Don't let your numbers put you in like, you looking at these numbers like, damn, this is not what it used to be. And she was just saying, like, don't get into the headspace of making yourself think, because things don't look the way that you want them to, that it's a done deal, because it's not. And I was like, man, that's a word I really, really needed to hear that. Life just have so many ups and downs, and then with content creation, with what I do, there are way more ups and downs than you would think. With being an entrepreneur and just doing this, you would have a little bit more control. And while you do have control over your time, it's certain things that you don't have control over, like sponsorships and stuff. And then with me being the way that I am, I'm not going to say I'm stubborn, but I just feel like I'm fair. And I also feel like I'm not about to just settle for any old thing that somebody just throws at me. I'm not going to do that, because ultimately I know, like with some of these companies and these sponsorships, guys, if you get into the habit of taking pennies that's going to hurt your brand. And you know, a lot of times you're going to have to walk away. And I know some people be like, well, something is better than nothing. I'm like, yeah, that's if you're looking at it like on a short-term basis, but long-term, you know, you want to play the long game, y'all. This is a long game. And if you want to play the long game, the bottom line is you're going to have to say no sometimes. Ultimately, saying no will bring you bigger wins. Like, I literally had a major jewelry brand reach out to me. Y'all, this was a huge, huge, huge company. But for the amount they wanted to pay me, it was literally a slap in the face. So much so, I literally Googled the person that was emailing me to see if this was, I was like, this cannot be a real person. Y'all, I literally Googled this person. I even went down to LinkedIn to see if they had a profile, and they did. And I looked at the profile, and then it's like, I've also looked at some of the other people that they've worked with. And granted, they worked with some huge influencers with like hundreds of thousands of views and thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But I'm like, I know that you guys quantify the amount that y'all pay based off of, you know, the engagement and all of that or whatever, but don't insult me. You know, like, I would have much rather them contact me and say, we want to gift these items to you, and if you don't mind, we would like for you to briefly mention. But y'all, they had a damn long ass addendum, symposium, and a thesis of all the shit that they wanted me to talk about. Like, I was like, no. And so naturally, you know, you're going to try to negotiate. I did try to negotiate, but they were firm. And I was like, oh, okay, well, since you're firm, I'm going to be firm, and I'm not about to sell my soul. So anyway, so it just be little things like that that kind of make you think like, damn, like, is this the end? Is this the end of like social media? But you cannot fall into that, whatever it is, whether it's social media, your career, you want to start, you want to travel, whatever it is, you can't look at the fact that things aren't going well and just think that it's the end, because it's not. I had just been kind of feeling a little bit, like I said, complacent and a little bit discouraged lately. But I just felt that it would be necessary for me to share how I've been feeling lately, and also like to encourage you guys that if y'all have been feeling the way that I felt, don't get discouraged. Don't think, you know, don't think negative or whatever. Just, you know, try to, you know, just have positive thoughts or whatever, because girl, it get tough. You know, I know they be like, when God closes one door, he opens another. But I'm like, okay, he do, but it be hell in the hallway, you know. So anyway, that's all I had to say, girls. But I need to get up and take this wig off. But can we get into the wig, baby? Look at that. Can we get into this wig, girl? It is gorgeous. But anyway, I need to get up and take the wig off and my makeup, and I'm gonna relax for the night.
I can love you with my eyes closed. I don't lose sight of your beauty, 'cause your heart is fine gold, babe. I'ma take my time with your mind. Your ambition won't leave me alone. No. Tell me about your dreams, tell me everything. Don't nobody care about your heart. Girl, I'm down for you, just the way that you're down for me. I'm gonna take my time, and she gon' get hers before I'm gonna take.
Hey girls, all right y'all, we need to go run a quick errand. I didn't have any intentions on leaving the house today, but listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you need help, get help. And what I mean by help, if you contemplated getting weight loss surgery, gastric sleeve, I'm gonna say maybe start doing your research and let 2025 be your year. When I first got weight loss surgery, I had so many regrets because I was going through a grieving process. Like I was grieving food. Food was everything to me. Food was like my man. It was my therapist, my coach, my boss, it was everything. And anytime anything happened in my life, good, bad, or indifferent, I turned to food. And the reason why initially when I first got the surgery, I was like, you know what? I would never tell anybody to do this. It's because I had so much grieving. I grieved a lot. And I was sad, because it was like I couldn't eat. I was trying to sabotage myself. I was telling you girls about when I told y'all this a long time ago. I would do this thing called the parking lot crawl, and that's basically where I would wait till my neighbors were not around. I would wait till really late at night. I would get a big purse. I would go to like all the restaurants. I would start off saying, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go to get me, 3 donuts from Shipley's. Get to Shipley's, and the guy would be like, oh, we have 6 donuts for the price of 3. If you buy 3, you get 3 free. So then I would do that. And then after that, I would leave and go to Cane's. And then I would leave Cane's and I would go to P.F. Chang's. And then I would get the ribs. And then I would come home and have me a rib donut sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And then after I had my rib donut sandwich, I would eat my chicken strips, and then I would eat the fries, and then I would eat the toast. And then you know what I would do after I would eat all of that food? Y'all, I would sit in the middle of my bed and I would just cry and cry and cry and cry. It was just such a painful time, but food was like all I knew. I didn't at the time realize like therapy is a lifesaver, but the only thing I knew was food. And luckily I ended up meeting this lady at work, and that's when I worked for AT&T, and she told me about the gastric sleeve. And I went to Tijuana, Mexico. I did not have my surgery here. I paid my $4,500. I went there, and in Tijuana, Mexico, they measure your bones. So they look at, your bone density. You guys can see I have tiny, tiny little bones. When I first went to have surgery, guys, I was 235 pounds. I'm approximately 5'3", so I'm really short. And so when I got to Mexico, they basically determine how much you should weigh by, again, your bones, as well as your height, as well as your weight at the time. Well, for me, they determined that I should have been anywhere from about 115 to about 130, so 100 pounds pretty much. There is no restriction on how much they can take out. So at the time, if you went to Mexico and they felt that you needed 85% of your stomach taken out, that's what they would take out. So guys, they took out 85% of my stomach, which is why to this day, I still have trouble eating. I can't really eat a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why when you guys see me buying celery and cucumbers, that's literally the only food in the world that I can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and nothing is ever going to happen. And it's comfort food for me because it does make me feel normal. But anyway, they did the surgery or whatever in Tijuana, Mexico. I don't know the name of the clinic, but I wish that I could find a clinic that, maybe, we could all I could use as our reference point and refer you guys to, but I don't have one. My paperwork burnt up in the fire. So I don't have any of my old paperwork from when I had surgery. So anyway, when I came home from after having surgery, that's when I started sabotaging myself, doing the parking lot crawl, trying to do that again. And it didn't work, and I kept getting sick. Long story short, I ended up getting really, really sick at work, and I had to go on an emergency medical leave. Went to my doctor here in Houston, and girl, my doctor chewed me up so bad because he was like, why would you, because I had to tell him I went to Mexico and got this surgery. He was like, why would you do that? That was so stupid. Why would you go get a stupid surgery? So I cried or whatever. And then, I don't know why every time I think about this, I get emotional or whatever. I feel like I want to cry. But anyway, I remember the day I sat in his office and he was like, now you've done this surgery or whatever. I could sense that he felt compassionate after. He was like, why would you do some stupid surgery? Anyway, he was like, you've already done it at this point. Now that you've done this surgery, you have to make up your mind. You know, you can't keep sabotaging yourself, you know. And so once he said you have to make up your mind, that's when I got serious about losing the weight, because prior to me getting really, really sick, guys, I was still going to Taco Bell and PF Chang's and try to do the same thing, but I couldn't keep that food down because you're not supposed to be eating like that when you first have the gastric sleeve or whatever. So once I accepted and embraced the fact that this is something that I did and I can't go back, then it was up from there. I started losing the weight, and guys, this surgery has been life-changing. You know, I've gotten used, I guess, to looking at myself in the mirror this way. It takes years. It's been a very, very, very long time that I've had the surgery. I think I've had it at this point. It's been 10 years. So I've had the surgery for 10 years, and I've managed to keep the weight off. It's been a blessing. Now, yeah, I did kind of gain a little bit of weight, you know, or whatever, during the pandemic, and then I didn't went down to the thing, girl, and fucked around and went to that a weight loss clinic. I told y'all this before, but for the girls that are new here, during the pandemic, I went to a weight loss clinic because I had gained some weight. I had a car accident right before the pandemic, and it caused me to gain a little weight. I then went down to the darn weight loss clinic just to get some pills, the phentermine, to get the weight off, and that messed up my metabolism, and it's caused me to have a very difficult time to gain weight. So I can't really gain weight because I think it was them diet pills that messed me up or whatever. So now I'm sitting at, I think I'm like 144. And that's the highest I've been, you know, I've been kind of able to get to or whatever after taking phentermine pills. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys my story really quickly. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to go run out there and get surgery, but I will tell you that it is life-changing. It's changed my life. I would be very dishonest if I didn't sit up here and say that. I would be lying if I said I didn't get more opportunities because of the surgery. That would be a lie. I do feel that more doors have opened for me because of the surgery or whatever. You know, the one thing that I probably don't love is like, you know, getting a lot of male attention, you know. So if you are kind of like a shy girly or you don't like attention, that's just something you're going to have to get used to. You will get a lot of attention from men, probably more than what you want. So that's just something you have to be aware of. And then the other thing is, having this surgery makes it hard to be social for me, because I don't always enjoy going out to eat with other people, because sometimes in the past when I've gone out to eat with people, they will like measure the amount of food that they're eating against what I'm eating, not understanding that I'll never be able to eat like a normal person. I probably can't even eat the amount that a little toddler can eat. And so sometimes it would be awkward because they would be like, oh, I'm eating way more than you. I didn't eat X, Y, and Z. And it's like, okay, but I'm not paying attention to that. Like, it's not a big deal. You know, I just can't eat like that because I've had surgery. So, you know, that'll be a little bit awkward. It will make it kind of hard to be social. And then too, you don't enjoy eating as much. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to figure out what food you like. Now, guys, this is only for my girls who would leave the country. I don't know about how the surgery works in the United States. The only thing I know is they can't take out as much of your stomach here because there's a limit, and for legal and medical reasons or whatever, I don't know, because again, I didn't get my surgery here. So anyway, after looking at that powwow video, his interview, I just thought that I would come down to the thing and tell you girls, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you need help, it's nothing to be, you know, fearful of, I guess. Like, I know some people are scared to give up food. It's nothing, because food is going to be there. You will adapt and you'll become whatever your food consumption will just be your new normal, you know. And then too, it is a lifestyle change. It changes your life. You know, so anyway, if you guys want more information or, you know, want to, you know, maybe talk more about this or have me talk more about my experience with weight loss surgery in Tijuana, Mexico, you guys let me know. But anyway, girls, let me put my shoes on and let me try to find some earrings, girl, and then I'll see y'all when I get in the car.
I didn't know you had surgery?
Yeah. Oh, you talking about my weight loss surgery?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that surgery.
Yeah.
When was that?
That saved my life. That was about 2009 and New Year's Eve. Yeah, I had the gastric sleeve. That's when your boy was that 350.
You was 350.
I ain't never seen you
no
no
350.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember
I
you
hit it
no
well.
350. That's Paul House.
That was a yeah. That was the tall T era. So you know we could hide it well. You know what I'm saying? I could hide it well.
What got you to that weight? Was it always eating? Was you using drugs? Like what got you there?
Man, I think some of it was lifestyle. Some of it was, you know, a roller coaster of trying to lose weight, taking diet pills, sipping syrup, maybe, you know, drinking alcohol, all the other stuff too. It definitely messed up my metabolism. So, you know, it was something where I would be on a full-fledged, like hard, tough, strict diet, strict regimen of training, working out, and 6 months go by, you lose, you know, 4 pounds. So it's very like deflating and just, it's not motivating, whatever the opposite of motivating is. But one of my homeboys, man, one of the biggest gangsters I know, he was like, man, I want to go get lap band. And I was like, man, lap band, that's, you know, I don't know, man. I just, to me, that wasn't something the gangsters did or players did, you know. And he was like, man, nah, forget that, man. It's gonna save my life. You know, you want to die, you know, because he was going through some of the same thing. He sipped a lot of syrup too. He was taking diet pills, all of that, and it was just a roller coaster of messing up his metabolism. And when he went, he was like, say, man, I want you to come. I don't know if he really wanted to get it or he was just trying to convince me to kind of get it, because he ended up not getting anything.
Because you was the guinea pig.
Yeah,
He's like, you go first. Let's see how it works out.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny as shit.
It definitely worked. It saved my life, man. For sure. My only regret is I didn't do it sooner, because, man, if I knew I could have been skinny like this and I ain't got to work out or nothing, I don't got to do nothing.
I want to go look at this apartment. I've always wanted to take a look at these apartments, and I'm going to see if they have any availability for an appointment, and we might swing by there, and then after that we might swing back, probably back home. So let me actually go on their website to see what the availability is, and then we'll go from there.
If you be the gas, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be the fuse. Boom, and baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise it back, cause you're the joker. Sit down, you are the chalk. I can be the blackboard, you can be the talk. Hey, babe, even when the sky comes falling, babe, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. So put your pretty little hand in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe, even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. This love is the sure thing. My heart belongs to her only. She's my only love. She's my only love. Oh she, yeah. My heart belongs to her only. She's my only love. She's my only love. We don't know what we're made of. The same thing we're afraid of might improve. And stay up all night, just lay up. Use half of this best up to make moves with, or all of it, of course. And it ain't no room in Paris
y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, my back is hurting. But anyway, I have had a long day. So girl, what did y'all think about that gorgeous apartment? Y'all, that apartment was so pretty. Like, so one of the things that I was really concerned about was the way that you have to get there, guys. That apartment is off of like a super busy like freeway or tollway here in Houston. I guess it's a freeway, it's a tollway, but y'all, it's super freaking busy. And so that was one of my concerns. That's kind of why like I never looked over there earlier, because of the way and it's really only one way in and one way out, and you have to enter and exit on, you know, from that tollway. So that was one thing. Another thing I was worried about was like the parking, you know. And so the guy was telling me that they have 4 different ways to park, and so that was pretty exciting. Another thing that I liked is the fact that you have like a private elevator. So onto like your part of the floor, then that's a private elevator. So you don't have to worry about, you know, only having one elevator. So that was exciting or whatever. So yeah, that he showed us a large 2-bedroom. The price point was a little bit steep, I'm gonna be honest. But it does make me feel happy, like knowing what's out there. Another thing that I liked is that they have like a hiking, kind of like a hiking group. So he was saying that they have where you can join a chat, and basically like at night, some of the residents that's in the hiking group, they get together and they hike at night, and it's typically a large group. They have on-site yoga, and then y'all, that lake, baby, the lake, he was like at night the lake lights up, and then I don't know if you guys saw, but around that lake is like a walking path or whatever. Y'all, that property was absolutely gorgeous. It was absolutely more than what I thought it was gonna be. It took me by surprise, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting it to knock my socks off like it did. It's a beautiful property, and it's just one of those things that just kind of got my juices flowing again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely makes me want to get out there and dream again. You know, it feels good. I mean, I think it's like, I've talked to you guys about this before. You know, something I've always talked to y'all about is like putting yourself in the space that you want to be in, you know. And I think we even talked about like, I don't care what the price point is on an apartment or on a home. I don't care. I'm still gonna go look, because that means that it's still possible. Anything can happen, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, so what is $10,000 a month? That's not to say that you're gonna pay $10,000 a month, but you still got to put yourself in a position to get to where you want to get to. So it's gonna be a lot of content like that. But I felt so happy leaving there and making a new connection. So that felt good or whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited about what the future has to hold, what 2025 has to hold. You know, I'm really looking forward to, you know, making some changes or whatever. I really want to enhance my content and, you know, just do some different things here on the channel. So yeah, I'm excited about that or whatever. But girl, that property was gorgeous. Even with the job description, if all you have, hold on, let me go back and look at it. So how do you feel like you have at least, I don't know, 60% of what they're asking for? You know, just go ahead and apply for it. But what you could do, what I would do you use ChatGPT?
I do.
But you're gonna have to take a screenshot of your resume. Do you have access to your resume right now?
I'm already on ChatGPT. You know, it has already embedded my resume.
Okay. And are you using, hold on, let me tell you which one I'm using. Are you using the one with the black background with the white kind of flower thing on the front? I'm gonna share my app with you. This is the one that I use. So with this one, it's so intelligent. What it does is, I usually will take a screenshot of a resume and then I'll have it evaluate or analyze the resume. So I think with all of the experience you have, I think you're gonna do great. I think you should go for it. But the thing is with this particular position, I know that they're gonna want you to be in that particular city sometimes, but from what I understand, they'll pay for you to be there when you need to be there.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right, girls, I am over here trying to finesse this hair. This is a cute wig, but I don't like that part. Like, I just feel like it's puffy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dye the roots a little bit more, try to lighten them up or whatever, and then I'm gonna blow dry it really, really good and just try to get it as flat as I possibly can. Now, if I don't get it the way I want to, baby, this wig gonna be down to the sick and the shut in. You hear me? But anyway, y'all, Karen Huger, let's talk about it. Y'all, I feel so sorry for her. Y'all, she has a DWI. So sad. And her husband was down there trying to help her, and I just feel bad for her because I'm like, y'all, this was not her first time getting drunk like that. And then Peter Thomas, Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter from the Housewives, y'all, he going to jail for 18 months due to some type of, I guess, employment tax situation. The Amazon strikers, or the Amazon, oh shoot, that's hot. The Amazon girls are on strike. The government is about to shut down, and that's going to stop a lot of people from getting their Social Security. It's a crazy time. Puffy is in prison or jail, or probably going to be there for the rest of his life. One thing this year has taught me that anything can happen to anybody. And this year was absolutely the year that proved that one thing about them tables, baby, they always turn no matter what. And so it's been a crazy year. Cat Williams was on, what's the name of that show? What show was that he was on? Shannon Sharp's show at the beginning of the year. And he said that this was going to be the year of exposure. He said that this year was going to be the year that all of the big dick deviants get exposed, and he was not lying. And then you have Leandria Johnson. You know, unfortunately, she, I think she got hit with a DWI as well, and I feel bad for her or whatever, because I'm gonna be honest, baby, Leandria Johnson, it got me through some times. You hear me? And so she's gotten me through a lot just by listening to her music. So my prayers absolutely positively go out to her. I'm gonna be honest, if I had to rate 2024, I don't know, I hope I haven't been saying 2023, but anyway, if I had to rate 2024, this year was basically a 2 out of 10. I do not recommend. This has been a very tough year for the kid. It really has. And I'm not going to say like, oh, I can't wait for this year to be over with. I'm not going to say that. But I will say, like, it's been a tough year. And next year, I'm just going to try to do better, work harder, show up. I think that I've done a great job at overcoming a lot of the things that have held me back. But, you know, it's just been a tough year. Also, I can say this is the first year that I have not dealt with seasonal depression. So that's been a blessing. You know, I think I might have talked about that before, but that has absolutely been a blessing to be able to say that I didn't deal with seasonal depression this year. But I will tell you girls what I want for Christmas. Y'all, I want a fat little baby. I want a cute fat baby. That's what I want. Like, if I had to predict like how my year will go next year, I want a baby. And I know y'all like, girl, leave them babies where they are. But I would love to have a fat little cute baby. But I know babies are expensive. We got daycare. It's a huge expense. But I have been wanting to be a mom for a few years now, you know, but that's probably not in the cards for the kid, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, girls, forgive me if the camera is shaking, but anyway, y'all, so I'm about to close the vlog out, but before I close the vlog out, I know it's going to be a lot of bombshells coming down to YouTube starting 2025 or whatever. So I think I just want to end the video off giving you guys some tips as a new and up and coming creator. So tip number one, what I would suggest is right now, if you know that this is something that you want to do, I would encourage that you start to invest in lighting and sound. The reason why I'm recommending that you first invest into lighting and sound is because honestly, people will sit up and watch your video. If the audio is good and if the lighting is good, they'll be a little bit more forgiving in terms of the visual quality. But the minute they start hearing static or can't understand you or it's just not audible, a lot of times people will click off. Also, when we talk about investing, that's not saying go down to Amazon and spend your entire life savings. It's just making tiny little small purchases, you know, like a small microphone that can maybe fit into your actual phone. You can start YouTube with the phone. I would recommend that you do so because you might not like it, you know, and if you don't like it, you don't want to have a camera and all of that kind of stuff or whatever, you know. So start with your phone. Every pay period, if you find that you like this, I will slowly start investing in every pay period. Like, you know, start investing in good software. Like I know CapCut is what I use right now. CapCut is, I want to say like maybe $9 a month. And I think it's like $80 a year, but unfortunately they're getting ready to go up. But if you see that you enjoy CapCut, for example, and you really want to use that software, invest in it. Try to get it on sale though, because I know sometimes they will run sales, and so even though it's going to be $19.99 a month and $179.99 a year, they will run a 50% off sale. So try to get, you know, try to invest in that. What else would I recommend? You know, as far as your thumbnails, guys, I hate to say this, but thumbnails do make a difference. You know, it is what's going to make people want to click. So I would say start practicing. Go ahead and download Canva, start practicing your thumbnails, and try to get as good as you possibly can. As far as your actual images, like taking pictures of yourself, again, we want to make sure that we have great lighting, because that's what's going to get the, you know, the party going, if you will. That's what's going to get the girls to click. Let me see, what else? I wouldn't necessarily start off in vlogging. I would probably start off in something more specific like cooking, or if you have a specialty like gardening or whatever. And then from there, I will slowly start to transition into blogging. What I noticed is that the girls who did not start their channel in blogging, like the girls who started off just doing clothing and makeup and hair and perfume and those things, I would find myself wanting to know more and more and more about them and what they do outside of just creating content specifically for a particular niche. And I would always be curious, and then when they started blogging, I would be like, oh my God, you know, you get to really see their life. So people get to know you in one way and grow with you in another. So that's why I say I would not necessarily start off with blogging. I would start off with a very specified niche. Tip number, I don't know what tip we're on, but the next thing I would recommend is I would strongly encourage that you kind of already have an idea of something that you could potentially want to monetize on your channel. And what I mean by that is, like, y'all know I have swung from branch to branch trying to figure out what I wanted my thing to be, because I'm good at a lot of different things. So y'all know I kind of toyed with the idea of consulting, interview coaching, and that type of stuff. You know, I've toyed with, you know, selling wigs and just trying to figure it out. But if you are already good at something that you can initially start helping people with, throw that out there. If you're already good, like maybe you could offer a one-on-one service. I'm not telling you to start offering that immediately. I'm just telling you already have an idea of what type of thing you could maybe sell to your audience beyond just, you know, YouTube monetization. Like, try to think about that already, because there will come a time where you know, you're going to want to have some type of product that you can sell that's not AdSense, that's not sponsored, and it's just something that you can offer independently, and your income will not be contingent fully on YouTube or fully just on a sponsorship. So start thinking about that already. I'm gonna be honest, girls, I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm good at editing. I'm great at, providing informative information in relation to resumes, coaching and stuff. So I'm still trying to figure out what my thing is. Yeah, so that, and then be as consistent as you can be consistent. And what I mean by that is, if you have a 9 to 5, create your content on the weekends. You don't have to commit to making these super long videos. Just start off with 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes, just start off that way or whatever. So yeah, and then the last piece of information I want to give you is, no matter what happens, no matter how it happens, when it happens, just keep going. Don't give up. There are so many times where I just want to fucking throw in the towel. You hear me? Y'all, I be over it, because I often feel that I'm starting to hit a creative wall. I just don't always feel creative and stuff like that. And there's definitely been times where I'm like, man, I'm tired. I'm complacent. I want to do something else, but I still find the strength to keep going. And then along with that, you don't want to let your views discourage you. We all started off with, 10 views and 20 subscribers. We've all started there. But if you keep going and constantly improving your content, then you will absolutely positively get to where you are going. But I think that's all of the suggestions and advice that I have for you girls. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to editing. You guys will be getting this vlog early in the morning. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you be the gas, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be the fuse. Boom, and baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise it back, cause you're the joker. Sit off, you are the talk. I can be the blackboard, you can be the talk. Hey babe, even when the sky comes falling, babe, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. So put your pretty little hand in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe, even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. This love is a sure thing. My heart belongs to only. She's my only love. She's my only love. Oh, she